Sometimes the video is so powerful you don't even need words. This is a Worcester County public school deputy stopping at nothing to put a smile on the face of one of his students. That is the power of a school resource officer. It's school resource officers and other first responders who are going to be honored this weekend at the inaugural Rally for Our First Responders at Hudson Fields. We're going to learn more about that here in just a second. First off, we are happy to welcome with us this afternoon another school resource officer. This is Corporal Jonathan Zubrowski. He is with the Millsboro Police Department. Thank you, sir, for joining us this afternoon.
Absolutely.
And thank you off the top for what you do.
Thank you.
Really appreciate
it. Really does
that.
mean a lot.
So we want to talk about the event here in a second because this is going to be a big deal coming up this weekend. How does watching a video like that affect you?
It does. It's so much that's what my day is about, and that's what makes this position worth it. You see the joy that it causes that one kid, but imagine how many other kids get to enjoy that same thing with that officer as he goes throughout. It's just, this one was caught, but how much more does he do behind the scenes also?
That's the kind of opportunity you look for?
That's exactly it. Yep.
Really? Let me ask you about, you've got to be passionate about this job to want to do it. What made you want to become a police officer?
So originally, I wanted to be a teacher. So I went to college back in the day, went to UD and did my 2 years, got my associates, and the focus was in elementary education. And then the program that I was going to do fell through, and they more or less said, well, good luck figuring out their next steps. So after that, my brother is a police officer for Baltimore County, did ride-alongs with him, and kind of piqued my interest with the excitement that you see.
Yeah.
Almost everything's different every day. So I did that, did a couple more ride-alongs, figured out that maybe this is the path I wanted to go down and helping people that way. So several years after that, I was applying for different agencies and eventually was picked up by Millsboro. And yeah, in 2013, that was when I started.
So as a school resource officer, as an SRO, what is your role? What do you do?
So every day is kind of similar, but for the most part, you're kind of protecting the school.
Okay.
Unfortunately, there are the times where you're there for criminal reasons, where their kids are following TikTok trends and destroying stuff.
Right.
Fights that escalate beyond just normal fights, where people get hurt. So there's that, but ultimately what I focus on is being an informal counselor, to be there for the kids and have fun with the kids, play basketball with them, and build the connections, and that is what it's about, is building the relationships with the students so that way later down the road you can make an impact on them. So
skipping down the hallway is not something that would be strange to you?
No, absolutely not.
You do that?
Yep. You got to go out, think outside the box, that what is going to make either kids laugh at you or with you to make the impact. So
let me ask you this. How can we, the community, best support you in everything you're doing?
The best thing that I guess the community can do is realize that we're humans. Sometimes mistakes are going to happen with certain police officers, but 98% of us are there to do the right thing. Right. And as far as for the SRO position, just if your school district doesn't have an SRO, look into it. It's worth it. We're not there to arrest kids. We're not there to catch kids slipping, what they call, or doing wrong things. We're there to make an impact on the kids so that way we can better their future and give them the best route for success in their life.
Again, thank you.
Absolutely.
For everything you do.